Audio tape test 4.
Assault.
You will hear an audio script concerning a mission-related topic. This script will be followed by a conversation between two persons. This conversation will relate to the script. You will hear the tape only once. You will make notes of the script and of the conversation. From these notes, you will be instructed either to answer 10 questions or complete a written report of the incident. Good luck. Around 15 hours on 27 November 2008, James Davis, aged 38 years, was driving a USAID vehicle with registration number 1263 Golf Hotel along the road
From airport to Delhi.
There was one passenger in the vehicle, Michael Young, an American national, aged 42 years, who was also employed by USAID. The vehicle was approximately 300 meters from the internally displaced persons camp, IDP, when it collided with a motorcycle rider who pulled from the left side of the road without first checking for traffic. The motorcycle rider, Joseph Brown, aged 32 years, sustained some minor bruising and scratches to his left hand and arm. Michael Young wanted to drive Joseph to the local hospital for treatment. However, a crowd of angry locals, totaling approximately 15, had formed around the accident scene and were yelling and pushing at Michael. Someone from the crowd hit Michael with a large stick, and several males threw large rocks at him, hitting him in the face and arms. The blow from the stick hit Michael on the right side of his head, causing a large cut above his eye. He removed his white shirt and wrapped it around his head to stop the flow of blood. While this was occurring, the driver James Davis ran into the IDP camp to seek assistance. Around 15:30 hours, a patrol
From airport police station.
arrived at the scene. The patrol consisted of 2 ANPOLs
And one local officer.
The ANPOL in charge was the OIC
Of airport.
station, a New Zealand ANPOL by the name of Daniel Lee. ANPOL Lee approached Michael Young and inspected his wound. He saw that the cut above his eye was about 7 centimeters long and was very deep. In order to stop the angry crowd attacking again, ANPOL Lee placed Michael in his patrol vehicle and called for the assistance of another patrol. ANPOL Lee then drove into the IDP camp
With the local officer.
in order to locate the driver of the vehicle. A short time later, a Delhi traffic unit attended the scene and took over the investigation. They identified an eyewitness by the name of Christopher Adam, who stated that he knew the male who struck Michael in the head. He said the male operated
A shop.
inside the IDP camp and was wearing a red T-shirt with Coca-Cola written on the front in large white letters. This description was relayed to the National Operations Center by the traffic unit. ANPOL Lee heard the message and subsequently walked towards
the shop,
inside the camp. As he did so, he noticed a male about 19 years old wearing black shorts and a red Coca-Cola t-shirt walking towards
the shop,
carrying a large stick. He approached the male, who identified himself as Anthony Smith. Smith admitted that he struck the American on the head because it was his vehicle that caused the accident with his brother Joseph. Members from the traffic unit took Smith to Dili police station to continue with inquiries. The large stick, which had blood on one end, was taken and placed in the evidence room. The US-8 vehicle, a white Toyota Prado, was driven to Dili station by a member from the traffic unit. The vehicle had sustained minor damage to the front bumper and left front door. The motorcycle had major damage and was not repairable. Michael Young was conveyed by ambulance to Dili Hospital, where he received 15 stitches to the cut on his head. He was kept in hospital overnight
because of his injuries.
Inquiries in relation to this matter are continuing. You will hear the conversation between Dili District Commander and Anpol Daniel Lee shortly. Hi Daniel, congratulations on your appointment as
Officer in charge of airport station.
I heard you attended an accident and assault near the IDP camp around 3:15 p.m. on the 27 November 2008. Can you tell me what happened?
Good morning, sir. Yes, I did. The accident occurred about 300 meters from the IDP camp. A white Prado from US-8 with registration number 1263 Golf Hotel collided with a motorcycle which pulled from the left side of the road without looking for traffic.
Who was in the vehicle?
The driver was a local man who works for US-8. His name is James Davis, and he is 38 years old. The passenger was an American called Michael Young. He is 42 years old and also works for US-8.
Was anyone injured?
Yes, the motorcycle rider sustained some minor bruising and scratches to his left hand and arm. The driver was assaulted and he has a 7-centimeter cut above his right eyes. When I arrived, he had a white t-shirt wrapped around his head which was covered in blood.
Why was he assaulted?
Well, Michael wanted to drive the motorcycle rider to the hospital, but a crowd of about 15 locals formed around them and started yelling and pushing Michael. The driver of the Prado ran into the IDP camp to seek assistance. The male who we caught then hit Michael with a large stick. The blow caused the cut above his eyes. Several males also threw large rocks which hit his face and arms.
What happened when you got there?
I arrived with another umpol
and one local officer.
In order to stop them attacking Michael again, I put him in my patrol car and called for another patrol to attend. A traffic unit arrived a short time later. I then headed to the IDP to look for the driver.
Did you find him?
Well, as I was looking for him, the traffic unit spoke to a witness, Christopher Adam, who said he knew the male who hit Michael and that
He had a shop
inside the IDP camp. The witness also said the offender was wearing a red t-shirt with Coca-Cola written on the front.
Is this the male you took into custody?
Yes, he is the one. When I heard description on the radio,
I went towards the shop
and saw a male fitting the description. He was carrying a large stick. He said his name was Anthony Smith and that he hit Michael because it was his vehicle that hit his brother Joseph.
What happened then?
Michael was taken to Delhi Hospital and received 15 stitches. He was kept overnight.
because of his injuries.
The Prado was taken to Delhi station. It had minor damage to the front bumper and left front door. The motorcycle had major damage and isn't repairable. The stick which had blood on it was taken and placed in the exhibit room.
What happened to the suspect?
He was taken to Delhi station and enquiries are continuing.
Thanks for the update, Daniel.
No problem. Goodbye.
Goodbye. End of conversation.